Hi guys, it's JDancer1395. So today, as you can tell, I'm doing my first Q&A. First things first, sorry if I do not open my mouth all the way or that my mouth is swollen because I got I don't want to say surgery. I didn't get surgery, but they just went down and did stuff in my mouth, and it's healing, and it hurts to open my mouth. So I'm doing my first Q&A today. It's going to be based on everything ECU. So I'm very, very excited about that. I got some questions from a viewer, and today I'm going to answer some of those questions, along with answering some of the questions that I thought for myself, just to give you guys more information about ECU. Awesome. First question I got was, can you have a car in freshman year? Yes, you can have a car freshman year. The biggest thing I would say, though, is parking and parking passes are a hassle. They give tickets like nobody's business here, and they tow every day. I would advise you that if you have a car, get your parking ticket. If you don't like paying for parking tickets, just rely on the bus. It is very, very great having a car, but I wouldn't recommend it for freshman year. It's too much for you to do with the first year. First year, you should be dealing with adjusting yourself to college, making friends, making sure that you know how to college. Like, that's what you should do. So, I would not recommend getting a car freshman year. My roommate from freshman year had one, so that's how I know for sure. But I would not recommend it. It's probably better when you gain off-campus housing. The next question that I got was about the dorm variety options. I didn't know exactly what that meant, but so I tried to put it in the simplest terms as I could. For dorm variety options, there's like suite style, there's singles. I haven't seen a single yet. There's 2-person room dorms, 3-person dorms. From my experience, I lived in Fletcher my freshman year, and I shared a room with one person and a bathroom, like a hallway, with 16 other girls. That was fun. There was like 4 bathrooms, 4 sinks, 4 showers. It was not fun at all. But now I live in a suite with my own roommate, my own bathroom that I share with my roommate, a common area that I share with all three girls, my roommate and 2 other girls, and a kitchen. So that's how the suite styles are. I know there's one that's a little different. I'm not going to even describe that one because I don't know for sure. But there's suite style singles, doubles, and triples that I know for a fact. I don't know if there's others, but I know for a fact that they have at ECU. The next question I got was dorm preferences. I didn't exactly know what that meant either. They were kind of in the same realm, but I assumed them as being different, so I labeled them differently. Well, for one, they're actually building a new dorm at College Hill. It was originally at Belk Residence Hall, but they tore it down, and they're making a new one, Gateway Halls. I have no idea what the layout of that is, but I can try to find a link to the outlay. I don't know the outlay of the whole thing. I'm not really sure what it looks like, so you would have to just check that out, but I'll try to find a website for you guys. Central Campus. Okay, there's 3 neighborhoods: Central Campus, West End, and College Hill. I wrote some pros and cons here for living in the different neighborhoods. So I know it's a little too late for housing, but if you're watching the video and you want to go to ECU, you're interested in going to ECU, they're going to ask you your preferences in neighborhoods. So I'm telling you the pros and cons of those neighborhoods. Central Campus has Cotton, Jarvis, Umstead, and Fleming. It's right around the mall, which is the big grassy area, and the cupola, and like the water fountain and all that stuff. You'll see it on campus. The pros to living there is it's close to classes, very, very close to classes. So if you tend to be late, you won't be late, hopefully. Well, if you live in Central Campus, it's close to the mall, which I said, the grassy area and the cupola. Good for when activities come up, like the Barefoot on the Mall is a really big one, stuff like that. It's a fair distance from the library and Mendenhall. It's very, very close to eateries, not like the dining hall, but just the eateries like Starbucks, Panda Express, Einstein Brothers. It's amazing. Einstein Brothers is love. Stuff like that. Cons. It's further away from West End Dining Hall, which is the closest one in Central Campus. It's the one, like, not on the hill. The other one on the hill is Todd Dining Hall. I'll tell you about that later. But it's farther away from Dining Hall. You have to walk everywhere. Obviously you have to walk everywhere on campus, but Central Campus does not have bus stops on Central Campus, if you don't understand what I'm saying. There's no bus hubs there. There will be no buses from, like, here to, like, the hill. You gotta walk to Mendenhall to catch a bus to the hill. There's no bus stops near Central Campus, just letting you know. The only one that's closest is the library. Like I said, you're a fair distance away from that, but you would still have to walk. West End is the next neighborhood. It's right next to Cotton. Right next to Cotton. I'm sorry. It's right next to Central. It has Fletcher, which I lived in last year. Fletcher, White, Green, and Garrett. The pros is it's right next to the dining hall in Mendenhall. Right next, like, literally all these things right here. They're like they're in a circle, and then like dining hall's right there. So it's right next to the dining hall. So you never stop. So the dining hall, Mendenhall Rec Center, which is the gym. Mendenhall bus stop is like the hub of campus. Like every bus goes through there. Every bus. So you will always have a bus to wherever you're going. So that's a plus. It's close to downtown, which can be a pro for some people. Whatever. A con is it's a greater distance from classes than from Central Campus, and it's farther away from the library. I hated that. I hated walking in the dark from the library. Don't walk in the dark. Walk with a buddy, because you do not want to become an ECU alert. Don't do it. The third neighborhood is College Hill. That's College Hill Suites, Jones, Scott, and Aycock. Aycock, I believe, is getting changed to Heritage Hall. I don't really have anything to say about that. Whatever. And yeah, get Belk Hall. I mean, Gateway Halls. Pro is there's a gym facility right on the hill. There's eating places right on the hill, right next to the eating facility. I can't speak. Eating facility. So, gym, eating facility, and then right over here we have Todd Dining Hall. Everything's on the hill. The hill is like it's like a separate campus, it feels like, and that can be a pro and con for some people. It's easy to get to, like I said, when outsiders, when like family and friends try to visit you, it's very, very easy to find. I think you just go down 10th Street and then find it. A con, very, very dependent on bus transportation. It's irritating, but then you don't have a bus everywhere, like on Mendenhall, so, you know, it sucks. Some classes are close, but the majority of classes are far. That's also a con. Mendenhall, which is my favorite place to be, is very, very far away. That's also a con. And there's a middle road, and I hate it. You have to cross the road every day going to class. Every day, regardless. You're going to cross the road regardless. And I hate the road. That's my con. It's very, very far away from the library, which is a huge con, because I can't study in my dorm. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Here's another question. What to bring and what not to bring. I will give you links to my dorm hall video, and I will also give you a link to the Campus Living website that has a list of things you can bring, like mattress pads, a lamp with a certain wattage bulb. You can bring like posters and stuff. You can bring that. You can bring. Will you? Sorry about that. My dog is licking his paw. I don't really know. I think you can bring a fan. You can bring a toaster and toaster oven. That's what I know. But like I said, I'll give you the list and everything down below. Classes. I got a question about classes. Classes, I don't know if it's the same for all colleges. For me, it's just like high school, except more intense. You have to talk to people. You have to discuss things in class. The workload is slightly more intensive. It's on a different level. That's all I gotta say. You gotta spend money for books. But I think it's my budget. But anyway, I'll tell you that later. But yeah, it's just a little more intensive than high school. But other than that, it's just regular school. Getting in, it's probably the same like other public colleges. I wouldn't know about private colleges. I would recommend going on ECU's website, which, I mean, I'll give you a link. Because that's more of a you researching thing. It's different for everybody. So I would recommend going to the website and personally researching that. Typical college cost / budget. I will post a link. I know it's a lot of links, but a lot of the stuff that I've been asked is typically research, like personal research material. So I'm going to give you a link at the bottom. Like I said, it's different for everybody else. I'm paying out-of-state tuition. Somebody may be paying in-state tuition. Plus, you got scholarships, financial aid. That's different. The only budget thing I would tell you is save money. Save about $400 every semester for books. It's expensive. Some extras that I came up with was campus life, dorm life, the environment, and then at the bottom was like off-campus options and all that jazz. Campus life. On ECU's campus, I would probably describe the campus life as being pretty lively. Despite, you know, it raining all the time, we still find a way to do things. There's always something to do on campus. You have club activities there's something to do every day. Unless you really aren't into doing anything, which I wouldn't recommend if you are going to ECU. I mean, you can overcome that stuff, whatever. But if you're not really interested in doing anything, unless you're interested in not doing anything, you really can't be bored on campus. And if you are uninterested in the stuff on campus, well, they send out emails like every month telling us, hey, do you want to start a club? So you can really have that opportunity. ECU has so many opportunities, so many clubs, so many leadership, it's amazing how many things ECU has. But then again, we have like, what, 24,000 students? They have to have something going on every day to interest everybody. So there's that. Getting to class must be by foot. ECU is considered a walking campus. We have bus stops, but that's like to big places, like Walmart, the mall, stuff like that. There's buses from like Mendenhall to College Hill. You know, if you don't want to walk in the dark, if you have a night class, whatever. From the library to College Hill, library, Mendenhall, whatever. Those are 3 stops, like library, Mendenhall, College Hill. Those are 3 main stops on campus. Other than that, you have to walk everywhere, okay? By bike, skateboard, or foot. You're going to have to move yourself. It's really frustrating walking to class when it's hot, very, very hot, and very, very cold. It's comfortable. Oh, like the other day it was comfortable, and I took the long way to the hill. I was like, I'm not about to, no, I'm about to enjoy this weather. Because you don't really get out much, depending on your major. Dorm life. You're weird. Dorm life. My biggest thing about dorm life is, if you're not used to sharing, it's going to be really difficult for you. You're going to have to adjust. You're going to have to adjust to somebody else's personality in your space. You may have to adjust to sharing a bathroom with them, a room with them, you know, syncing your schedules, figuring out who's going to be in the room, homework, music, volume, music type. You're going to have to adjust. So if you're not used to that, I would recommend, you know, asking people about that. Me, it wasn't that hard. I have a sister. I used to share a room with her all the time, so it wasn't that bad, but it was hard to figure out somebody that I didn't know, you know, adjusting to them. But it wasn't that bad. But if you do have a problem with your roommate, I would recommend going through your RA. I know some dorms share a bathroom, so I would just recommend taking your shower first and fast. That's the biggest thing in college. First and fast in the bathroom. No matter where you live. If you share a bathroom with your roommate, if you share a bathroom with 18 other girls, fast and first. Remember that. Also, I recommend for dorm life, it also goes in the environment right after. Find something to do outside your dorm. Let me see what time I'm at. Find something to do outside your dorm. Like, find everything to do. Like I said, there's always stuff going on campus. So find something to do outside of your dorm, on campus, off campus. Just get out of your dorm as much as you can. I'm not saying party all the time, but if you're going to be in a closed space, eventually you're going to want your own time, your own personal time, your own solitude, okay? Go, get out of your room. Go to someone else's room, you know? But just get out of your own room. That way you won't have any more, it's not the surefire way to, you know, not start things with your roommate, not have problems with your roommate, but it's one of the biggest things. If you guys are always together, you guys are going to end up hating each other. Simple as that. So get out of your room. Environment. It's lively, as I said before. When I think about the environment, I think of just purple and gold. Purple and gold everywhere. We are a college town. From the BB&T downtown to Walmart and Kmart, everything is purple and gold. Pirate Pride, if you can't tell, I'm already having problems saying things. Pirate Pride is a big, huge thing at ECU. I wouldn't say don't come if you don't have school spirit, but you're going to learn school spirit when you're at ECU. Trust and believe. I was a dancer for my high school, so school spirit was always there. But it's big. The biggest time during our school year is football season. Football season is huge. You may not even care about football, but the football games, the tailgating, the after parties, Pirate Pride is huge. So learn it, know it, live it when at ECU. We are a college town, which I love because all the restaurants and fast food places open until like 2 or 3 in the morning, which is amazing. So if you don't get that at home, come to ECU. You will have food until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Always. Cookout is love, by the way. Off-campus option. You cannot live off campus your first year. You have to live on campus your first year. But after that, you can decide to live off campus all you want to. But the thing about off-campus options is the meal plans are not unlimited. Like if you live on campus, the swipes in the dining hall are unlimited. But, you know, we have Pirate Bucks, so those Pirate Bucks are used like real money. You can use them at Panda Express, Einstein Brothers, or whatever like that. Those are not unlimited. You can get like 200, 300, 400 Pirate Bucks and use them on campus. Obviously, they're going to deplete. But if you go to the dining hall, you're always going to have swipes. But if you live off campus, you're going to have a set amount of swipes. Because they expect you to, you know, be able to live on your own, be able to supply for yourself. So that's a big thing. Cars, I said, I would recommend getting a car if you're living on campus. Relying on the bus when you're living on campus is a no-no. Have a car if you're living on campus, off campus. It's cheaper. It's slightly cheaper than tuition, especially because tuition is on-campus housing, especially since tuition is rising. Sucks for out-of-state students. Because tuition is rising, off-campus has become cheaper. Like, I mean, it's always cheaper than living on campus, but off campus is, like, mega cheaper now. Like, it just looks better than living on campus. Just saying. Just know, off campus is cheaper because tuition is rising. So you can tell I'm very passionate about this. Very upset about this. Had to do what you had to do, though. I think that's it for today. Shout out to my friend Oren and his band Auto de Fe. They have a show in DC on April 5th, and they also have a show in Cincinnati, Ohio on April 11th. I will post a link at the bottom just for that, because I want to shout them out for this video. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment, inbox me, comment, like, subscribe. You guys are amazing. I just want to let you know that you guys are amazing. So keep contributing to the channel. That would be awesome. Watch my other videos. Make sure you look at the down bar for everything that I discussed in this video. And for everybody on spring break, have a great spring break. Have a great last of semester. Have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great month, year, everything in between. Love you guys. See you all in the next video.